Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that. We have many stocks in the red today with an overall red day in the stock market. Redfin and Coinbase leading the pack, down 6.8% for Coinbase. We have many other stocks down red, as you can see. Enphase Energy just reported earnings and they went down 12%. Okay, so we're going to be talking about them in a future video, but what I really want to talk about is Meta Platforms in this video because they're at $312 per share. They went up around 4% on the day. Well, they finished the day at 4%. They were up closer to 10% in the pre-market on a good earnings report. So the question is, how high can Meta Platforms stock go? Can they break that really strong resistance around $318 per share? And remember, they've had one of the craziest winning streaks in the stock market over the last couple months, around last 8 months. Since November 4th to July 27th, we've seen a 244% gain on Meta Platforms. Remember, they were trading closer to $90 per share on November 4th, 2022. So what happened? What were people missing? And how high can this stock go? So without any further ado, let's dive right into it. Just smash a big thumbs up on this video, share this video with a friend, and subscribe on YouTube for all the full-length videos, the only place to find the full-length videos. So what's going on with Meta Platforms stock today? The shares are trading higher on Thursday after the company reported better than expected second quarter financial results and issued strong guidance as well. The details on Meta Platform reported second quarter revenue of $32 billion, which was up 11% year over year, and the revenue total came in ahead of the analyst consensus estimates of $31.12 billion. Earnings per share totaled $2.98 in the second quarter, beating the estimate consensus for the analysts of $2.91. Additionally, Facebook active users grew 5%, which is a really great thing to see because not only is, Threads and Instagram, WhatsApp, and all these other ones getting the daily active users and growing daily active users, but it's also showing that Facebook is one of their oldest platforms is also growing 5%, which is really great to see. Mark Zuckerberg, from CEO of Meta, said, "We had a good quarter. We continue to see strong engagement across all of our apps, and we have the most exciting roadmap I've seen in a while with Llama 2, Threads, Reels, new AI products in the pipeline, and the launch of Quest 3 this fall." So it's an exciting time to be a part of Meta Platforms. Meta also issued strong guidance, which included revenue guidance for the third quarter in the range of 32 to 34.5 billion, ahead of Wall Street's estimate of only 28.29 billion. Meta has seen several analyst upgrades following the release of this financial report. We can see that Brad Erickson put around $300 to $400 per share. Another analyst said 285. A third analyst said 320 to 375. The fourth analyst said 350 to 385. The fifth analyst said $335 to $400 per share. Another one said 350 to 375. So overall, we have a lot of analysts with price targets of around $350 per share on Meta. Overall, I think that is a pretty fair valuation to put on Meta, considering all things, considering they were just $90 per share and absolutely skyrocketed. Honestly, I think it would be pretty healthy to see Meta Platform stock sell off a little bit under $300 per share and then rise from there. Because if we see a straight line up, prepare, because it doesn't matter how good the company's fundamentals are, there could be a strong possibility of the stock trading down and at least falling a little bit. Remember, it did fall big time in the past, around 75% from highs, and this is still the same company. We now have a PE ratio of closer to 34. All right, when we were buying under $100 per share back in 2022, around 8 to 6 months ago, the PE ratio is closer to 11. So that's a big difference. The market cap is almost over 1 trillion, and that's where I think the fair valuation of Meta pretty much is, around $350 per share, which puts the market cap closer to $1 trillion. We also see that Meta stock rally hasn't even been about the metaverse or AI really at all. So once the metaverse starts coming back into focus and people realize that, Meta is the leader in the metaverse and they do more with AI, the stock can continue to even soar, but that's going to be more of a 2024 kind of thing. And if you've been a follower of the channel for any amount of time, I like the fundamentals behind Meta the most. The income statement is brilliant. We can see on the yearly chart, it isn't as good as we'd like it to see, and especially on the quarterly chart. Also, however, they're still profitable and making 24 billion per quarter. But 2 years ago, it was closer to 29, and then 2021, it was 39 billion. So we've seen it tapering off since then. If we look at total revenue, we can see that it is stagnating from 2021 to 2022. But overall, in the last 5 years, we see great growth, going from 55 billion to 116 billion. If we look at a quarterly chart on the revenue, it looks like it's pretty much plateaued around that 28 to 30 billion dollar revenue per quarter. So we really want to push closer to the 33, 35 billion per quarter on that total revenue to get more income out of that revenue. Now, I really always have been a fan of their balance sheet also. 5 years ago, it was closer to 24% debt to asset ratio. You guys know I like it under 30%, but it's very rare to see companies under 30%, so I'm okay with even under like 60%, honestly. But stellar companies closer to 30%. And where do we see Meta Platforms on their balance sheet? Excuse me, we're looking at a quarterly balance sheet. So just 2022, their debt to asset was closer to 24%. And on an annual chart, 5 years ago, it was closer to 13%. So it's a little bit concerning to see that debt to asset ratio creeping up. But if we look at their liabilities, they're only 60 billion, and their total assets are closer to 185 billion. So we have nothing to worry about. But if it does go above 50% debt to asset ratio, that's going to be super unattractive for me personally to be owning Meta Platform shares. They're a safe haven with that balance sheet, and I don't want to see anything ruining that. And guys, if you aren't in my close friends list already, now is the time to join also the Discord. You can see the gains coming in today. Over 56% gains here, over 73% gains here, and the list goes on and on as we continue to scroll up. Another student up over $4,000 on the day, and their account is up over $6,500 in the past month. So absolutely amazing work that we've seen. And you can see my message here from the daily stock market. Nice work today, team. 20 to 30% gains from Instagram alerts today with a Microsoft put. We're 5 for 6 in the past 2 weeks on Instagram, and I actually added everything together again, and we're actually 7 for 7 in the past 2 weeks. So it says that we're 83% accurate on Instagram in the last 2 weeks, but it's actually closer to 100% because we're 7 for 7. We also hit 30% on another trade in the Discord on a Google call. Now 8 for 10 in the past 30 days in the Discord group, which is 80% accurate. So thank you guys for all the love and support you've been showing on every single video. Now 205,000 followers on Instagram, 796 posts on Instagram, and we just crossed 60,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you so much for all the love and support and sharing with a friend as always. If you want to join my private trading group, make sure you message me here on Instagram, the only place to communicate with me, the daily stock market. On Instagram, 205,000 followers, 796 posts. Okay, so make sure you see those statistics and numbers and you know that you're talking with me. So thank you guys one last time. I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.